All right. Good afternoon. Welcome Tuesday. Welcome to Whole Lot of Zep channel. We're going to be talking some diecast. I've been out of it for a little while, but I'm back now, and I do have two cars I want to show, but this is mainly going to be a mail call. And actually, this is my first mail call, so this is going to be fun. And it was already open, but I'll reopen it again on video like everybody else does, just for the shock value, I suppose. But anyway, I'm back. Been off the grid for a little bit, and anyway, why don't we just get right into things, and I'll show you what I picked up. This came in the mail on I want to say Sunday, and I want to send a very, very special thank you to XLT Off-Road Bear once again, because he is the Ford man who recommended the Shelby collectibles to me, and wow, did not fail in the least. This car is beautiful. So now I have the DBR1, the Cobra 427, the Shelby 350 GT in white with blue stripes, exactly what I wanted, and now I got the Cobra Coupe here. Joe, just amazing. I do have an Auto World GT40, one of the cars that finished the finish line at Le Mans when what was it? 3 of the 4 Shelbys came in first, second, and third, putting Ferrari on notice that Ford wasn't to be reckoned with. Anyway, I do have an MG40 or a GT40 from that specific race, and it's dirty. It's number 2. I wanted to get the other ones in that set, but damn, they sold out quick. So I'm lucky just to have that one. I'm sure if I look around online, I'll find them, but I don't think I'll be paying a premium anytime soon for them, because that one was not cheap to begin with. There's something funky going on with this rear wheel here. Let me fix it real quick. Starting to slip off the wheel. And like Auto World, or M2, Shelby Collectibles also has opening doors and hoods on everything they own, or so far everything I've received from them that they have built. And I can say with true certainty there has not been one QC issue on any of these vehicles. I assure you, they were built perfect. I love the spare tire in the back sitting in there. It's just such a cool car. It really is. And again, Joe, thank you so much for recommending this to me. And for all of you out there that are watching, if you don't know him, I can't post a link because I'm a little bit of a derelict when it comes to technology and a computer. So If I took the time to read up on things, I could figure it out. I'm just kind of lazy in that regard. So anyway, XLT Off-Road Bear. Check him out. The guy is a Ford fanatic. He loves his Fords, but he has a wide variety of die-cast, including sizes as well. And he does a lot of kits, and he's been also doing a lot of customs lately. And every time I see a video of him doing a custom, it gets better than the last one. And I'm not even saying anything bad about the last one. I'm just saying everything he's done has been good, and it just keeps getting better and better. So show Joe a little love, and go check his channel out. You won't be disappointed, I promise. XLT Off-Road Bear. One of the nicest guys you're going to meet on this diecast community, and they are quite a few generous, kind, compassionate human beings on this diecast emporium, community, whatever you want to call it. I'm just happy to be a part of it, and I'm enjoying the ride, and more importantly, I'm loving seeing things, cars, diecast from other countries, and it's just so awesome because there's no negativity that goes on. It's just all good vibes, no matter where you are in the world, and we all share this common passion, and it's a great feeling. It really is. I love hearing the accents of people that I subscribe to, or even if I haven't subscribed to them, just from other countries, watching their channels. It's even that much more engaging to hear the accent and listen to them speak about their passion. It's just such an awesome experience, and from the beginning, I couldn't say enough about this community, and it just goes without saying. You find one good guy in the community, you're gonna find 20 more just like that one guy. And for me, when I first started out, it was Joe who came to me and welcomed me into the community. And from one guy, I've met so many incredible people throughout, but Joe's the I suppose he's kind of like the gatekeeper and the welcoming committee, sort of, I suppose. But again, I found a good friend in Joe as well, with this community, and there's quite a few other people that I have gotten to know over the past few weeks. And like I was speaking with somebody on here before, privately through emails, and they were saying how that they speak with people on here more than they do with their own family. And I had to chuckle, not so much that it was a funny comment, it was more of the irony, because I'm in the same boat. I don't really speak with my family or hear from my family. I hear and feel closer to people on this community and doing this than I do with my own family. Not when I say my own family, I mean like my sisters and brothers, not my wife and my kids. My wife and my kids are they are my heart. I love them dearly. There's no issues on the family end there, and I love my wife's family as well. I'm getting way off topic here. This is supposed to be about diecast, man. You guys been seeing this car spin around in circles for the past 10 minutes while I've been babbling. I apologize, but I just wanted to get my shout out to Joe for recommending these Shelby collectibles. If you guys are into the Fords and the Shelbys, I am recommending to you through Joe, go to the Shelby collectibles. You will not be disappointed. I promise you that. And this is the one I just recently got, was the coupe. So I'm going to stick that off to the side. Now this, I have to turn this off because this next one is not being taken out of the blister pack. Actually, I'm getting another one, and my daughter would love to have this one, so I'm going to give it to her when I get the other one in. But I still wanted to show this because it's almost uniquely iconic in its own way, and you know what this represents, but it's all backwards. I find it to be a very, very cool representation of what they did with this Hellcat. And the funny thing is, after I got the Yellow Jacket Demon, I said to my daughter, all right, next on the list is going to be the Hellcat Challenger. And when I saw this, I was like, it's not even like a question of whether do I want this or not. It is how quickly is it going to get to my doorstep. So with that being said, since I'm very picky about cars and detail and whatnot, if you can see on the front left fender right there on the corner by the headlight, that is a paint chip. How the hell that happened, I do not know, because you can clearly see on the blister pack that there was no bang or scratch in that area. So this happened prior to the car being packed in the blister pack. That is an Auto World QC flaw. That shouldn't have happened, and that was a first flaw for me I found from Auto World. For Ireland, it's not that big of a deal. To her, she sees it as a character flaw. It's meant to be there. Kind of like, I'll use my guitar for an example. I may get a ding or in my guitar, or something may affect the clear coat from bumping into something, and it may have a little bend in it or a little dip to it. Do I necessarily like to have my Les Paul banged on or dinged? Hell no, I do not. I take very good care of my stuff. But I guess it would be more for guys that are like going out on the road. You know, when their instruments are constantly being moved around, they're going to get dinged up and banged up. That's my point. Ireland sees this car as a character flaw that has a story, just like the guitars from famous bands, they get banged up. Those dings represent a story at a concert, at a time. So she's all about it. She wants this car, and I'm going to give it to her. And I'll just be very happy when the new one comes in. There's just no way I could not pick this car up. I mean, you know what it is. I mean, it's the opposite, but you know what it's supposed to represent. And I think it was very tastefully done. And I like that they used the Challenger instead of a Charger. It's well done, and I love the accents that they put on the wheel wells, and everything blacked out with the Goodyear writing on the tires. It's a beautiful car, but it's a shame that my car came with a character flaw that Ireland, my daughter, would love to have. So she's eagerly awaiting the new one to show up so she can have this. But I'm going to give it to her after this video. I was just waiting to do the video before I gave it to her. So there's that. Those are, I have a bunch of other things to show. It's just been really hectic lately. And things are kind of piling up here, so I'm kind of sorting through things, but this is the main attraction, and this is also from someone very special, another great guy in the community. And first let me say what he does. He has a Corvette, and he goes to car shows. First, that in itself is just cool. And he goes with his son, and I love that because he's getting that awesome bonding time with his kid. So that's awesome, David. What he does is he takes Hot Wheels and gives them out to the kids as they walk by and check out his car. And he becomes a big draw, evidently. The kids love going back to him. But my point is, David is just a giving person, and he's there enjoying himself, having a good time with his car, showing off what he has. But in the process, he's making sure he's putting a smile on somebody else's face, and it's a kid's face. And of course, it's making the parents happy as well too, because it just draws the kids in more. And what is wrong with a kid loving cars? If it puts him down on the straight and narrow, give him all the cars he wants. My daughter is going to be turning 13. My younger daughter, Ireland. She's going to be turning 13 on the 29th of July. My older daughter, Amber, she was born on the 4th of July. I am proud of that. That's a really cool patriotic thing. Anyway, my younger daughter has a huge fascination with the muscle cars, and she obviously got that from me. She has taken this muscle car thing to the next level, and she is just going up, over, and crazy. She's telling me now what kind of car she would like to have, or what kind of cars she thinks we should be working on when she gets a little older. I love that. A 13-year-old girl wanting to work on a muscle car from the 60s or the 70s. You don't hear of things like that. It's incredible. I love it. So anyway, with that being said, this is my first mail call. And this mail call is from Twice Diecast. Twice Diecast. And this guy is just a phenomenal guy. Anybody I speak to, I'm going to say the same thing. I have not met a bad person or a bad apple in this community. There's no negativity, there's no political talk, there's no religious talk. It's all about the cars and the love for cars and the passion that we have. And the people in this community, I have to say, we could set such a phenomenal example for the rest of the world by the way we treat each other. It's such a drastic change from the real world, unfortunately. Whereas I see a tight-knit community with the same passions and drives that we all share, and that's just the other part of it, the sharing. Everybody loves to share, and not only that, people want to see what's being shared. It's just that phenomenal, and it's all good vibes. I mean, so anyway, let me get to this. My first mail call from David Johns of Twice Diecast. First, I just want to read the. I can't even write a letter when I give packages out. I have to type it out because my print is so horrible. It looks like chicken scratch. It's that bad. But you know, I can airbrush a great white shark. I just can't. I just can't write. So anyway, the letter reads, Rick, keep making videos. Each one is better than the last. I really appreciate your support and gifts, my friend. I hope, like this mini I found at a show recently, also included are a couple custom pieces I made. I thought you would fit them with your style. They are two of my favorites, and I gotta be honest with you. When I opened up the package and well, first I knew that David had gotten a Mini Cooper for me. He was listening. I had a video a while back where I had picked up a Mini Cooper Countryman Matchbox, and it was only like 36 cents at Five Below. I do like the Mini Coopers. I like the original ones, and I do like the modern versions. But for me, my most favorite and iconic of all of them is the green one with the Union Jack on it. I could not find that anywhere, and I settled on, not that it's a bad one, but I settled on red with the Union Jack, and it was a Matchbox. And again, nothing wrong with the car at all. I did not want red. It had to be green because I like the tan interior that's in the car. You'll see what I'm talking about. So I gave my red Mini Cooper to Ireland, and she's in love with it. So I knew I was getting a Mini Cooper. However, I did not know about 3 other cars, and 2 of them are customs that David had done when he was doing custom work. And he had mentioned something about before not being able to see the finer details, and I can appreciate that because unfortunately the older you get, vision seems to be a problematic issue for some people, including myself. So I understand that. However, I am fortunate enough to have received 2 beautifully built custom vehicles from David Johns and Twice Diecast. This is just unbelievable what he did. I love the color. You could just see the time that David took, and the effort he put into creating this, and it shows in big ways. And you could tell he just had fun doing this. The color of it is perfect. I love the black bed there. He paid attention to detail, and he did such a nice job with it. I can't thank you enough, David. When I receive something like this, to me, it is more personable, more cherishable. It holds personal sense of value because it came from somebody else who created it. They took the time and their artistic abilities and put themselves to work to create this. This was, like I said, he said this was one of two of his favorites, and that means a lot that David gave two of his favorites to me. I'm very, very humbled by this, to receive such a generous and thoughtful gift. It's a very humbling experience, and it doesn't go unnoticed and unappreciated. And when I receive something like this from somebody, it's not just a die-cast car that's gonna go up on the wall with all the other cars. These are going to go in a special place because these are cars that came from somebody else who took the time to make them. And I see that, and I take it personal because they took the time to do that for somebody else. And when I say I take it personal, not in a bad way, in a good way. It's just such a generous thing, and I want to show these cars off. I want these to be the focal point. These are the cars that mean the most to me. It's not that car that just dropped $10 in price that I've been waiting for to get. It's the car that you got from a friend that lives in another state or another town or another country, because he took or she took the time to create something for you or thought of you when they gave it to you. So, and I've never heard any negativity in any way from anybody on a giving or receiving end, and it's just such an awesome thing. So that's one of the customs that David has given me, and that it's very special. That is just awesome. And this is only my second one, surprisingly. And the color choices and the wheels he used and the paint, the detail, is just, this is only my second Nomad, and look at the custom work he does, or maybe at one time he did. I don't know if he would get back into it or not, but that's between here and there. That's his thing. But this is my second one, and wow, David, wow, beautiful. I love it. Great choice of wheels. I love the white top with the blue. It's just a great color combination, and the detail you put on the back tailgate there, amazing, just amazing. You did a phenomenal job, and I cannot wait to display more stuff like this. That's all right, that's just in a blister pack so it can fall. Just wow. David, I am just I'm humbled. I am very humbled and appreciative. And before we get to the main event, we had been talking about other cars and vehicles that we may find we have in common. Because anybody that knows me knows that I'm a muscle car purist. However, I do love German ingenuity, and I am a fan of Audi, the handmade Mercedes, and the sports Mercedes, the Porsches, BMWs. You know, I mean, I love all of that stuff. Personally, I couldn't own one because it's not my style. This, however, I could put a 3-piece suit on for. This is and it's new for 2021. It's a Mercedes-Benz. It's a 500e, and what I know about the 500e is they are handmade. So this is not your typical run-of-the-mill Mercedes. This is a more high-end. You know, I'll take it out of the blister pack. See if I can get a better look at this. So yeah, I told David that I'm a fan of the German cars, and I love British sports cars and British antique cars. I'm a fanatic. But still, that doesn't mean that my heart doesn't bleed muscle cars. I can like other things as well, and holy shit, excuse me, but the detail on this Mercedes is amazing. I know it's black and things are kind of hard to see. The interior in there is just so well done. It's a left-handed driver. I did mention it was a Hot Wheels. It's got side view mirrors. I believe they're painted lights. Even the wheels look cool on it. But yeah, this is a Mercedes I could get behind the wheel in and get lost in life. And just make sure I had loads of guitar CD music in the car so I can just get in and go and not stop. Just roll the windows up, listen to music, and enjoy the ride. All right, David, my man, thank you so much. All right, so there's, wow. I mean, 2 custom cars, hand-built Mercedes 500E, and the golden ticket. Well, technically, the golden ticket would be a front row seat to see Led Zeppelin. That would be a golden ticket.